The project that I'm working on here at Kankakee Sands, it's a prairie and wetland restoration project. It's here mainly as a result of some of the other remnants that are here. There are black oak barrens to the north. There's the biggest prairie remnant in Indiana just to the east of us, and then a large natural area to the south of us, Willow Slough Fish and Wildlife area. And this project sort of is the glue that sticks those three properties together.
The Nature Conservancy owns a little bit under 8,000 acres. The land was purchased to kind of connect up three natural existing natural areas that were in need of being connected. The whole idea was to be able to work with the plants and animals that existed in these nice quality remnants that surround us. Take that area that was being used primarily as agriculture, convert it back to natural communities so that the plants and animals in those remnants could communicate genetically.
The Kankakee Sands, Illinois project is about 1,800 acres. We have a sister project over in Indiana, which is directly east of here across the state line, which is about 8,000 acres. We differ from the Indiana project in that we're basically remnant black oak savanna here. It's all the same stuff that's been here for a really long time, and we're buying up different pieces of the remnant and trying to save up those.
So at the nursery here, we have 150 different kinds of plants native to Newton County that we grow intentionally. And then we plant those plants in beds and we manage them for good seed production. But there are another 20 to sometimes 30 annuals usually that spring up from the seed bank. So plants that were historically already here, and then with the right conditions each year they'll spring up and we can sustainably harvest them every year.
Another real special, unique thing about the Kankakee Sands restoration is the high biodiversity. We plant, in total over the years, we planted over 600 different native plant species here, and in any given year we plant 400 different species from seed or from transplants here. And then also several hundred come from the wild, from other preserves where we have permission to collect the seeds and leave the perennial plant intact, and also from private property where we have permission as well.
The Nature Conservancy goes into areas that they think are in peril, and we found this area a little over 12 years ago. We found this area, and we'd known about it for a while, but we started purchasing some of the savanna out here and saving it up. Savanna out here is really unique, and there's less than 1/10 of 1% of it left in the world.
We're standing on what was once Bogus Island, which was a large island in the middle of Beaver Lake. If you look to the north, you can see a hazy tree line, and that is pretty close to where the dunes are located on the north side of the lake, which would have held in the lake on the north side. The unique part of this project, and something that I very much enjoy about working here on the project, is the biodiversity that we've been able to bring back to this project. It's not simply just throwing out a lot of seed. We're really able to concentrate on getting some of the more rare plant species present on the property. And we do that by just growing out seed in the greenhouse and putting them in very specific places where we know they're going to do well. One of the nice things is coming out and standing like we are now on Bogus Island in an open sand blowout. And you can go 20 feet and suddenly you're in a wetland, and you're seeing an entirely different suite of species. And it's really that mosaic and all those differences in such a small area where you can get these amazing species diversities, and just by wandering around just a little bit.
From my experience here at the nursery, we planted things in very organized rows about 12 years ago, and over time we've been including more species that we think we want to use in our prairie mixes. But because we're not space limited, we go ahead and just let nature happen in a lot of these beds. We let some of the plants that would traditionally grow alongside each other, and then we harvest when they're ripe. So what I see at the nursery is that it is becoming what it wants to be and what was once here.